The whole time I watched that thing was, when did my breast when did my breast get so fat? And I'm not talking, you North Carolina boys, I'm not talking about a cute fat. I'm talking big old mammal breast. And it felt to me like one was going that way and one was going that way. And then, y'all, okay, I was in a movie with Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell. I know, that was crazy. Reese didn't need it, but I did. Because let me tell you this about movies. You sit there for a long time during the day with nothing to do until they call your name and you get kind of bored. And then some little darling man will yell empanadas and I would just take off running as hard as I could. I wore the same shoe throughout that movie, and it was a wedge with a strap going up my ankle. And by the end of that 2 months, those darling wardrobe people had to poke an extra hole in my strap because I was retaining fluid so bad. Look at these darling men here tonight that live in Wilmington, North Carolina. Down in the basement, in a dark black hole, is the Claremont Lounge, and that is a strip club. And when I found that out, I said, oh, I'm sorry, I have the Holy Spirit. I know. I'm not going to that mess. And they were like, it's not what you think it is, Leanne. Just trust us. It's not what you think it is. The only thing I've ever known about a strip club, there was one in Knoxville, Tennessee, that was on the side of the interstate people had of me. They said that I held my purse all night and went. After I was there for a while, I realized there's people that like to go to this place. First of all, darling gay men. Darling, precious gay men. And I don't know if it's because, hey, I don't know if it's because y'all like to encourage and lift up and cheer. You know, I think so, you doll. Okay, and then women's groups. Women's groups go. That sounds like Bible study, not that. It's like girls with cowboy hats on and boas, and they're going for bachelorettes and birthday, and they're going, oh, that kind of girl. And then serial killers. Serial killers like to go. I know I looked in the face of a serial killer. The first woman that came out was at least 70 years old. Things I really did. First I thought, you know what, if times get bad. If times get bad, I think I'd be a big deal there. I do. Thank you. I'm tall, I'd have to hinge at the hip. The second thing I thought was, Satan wasn't there. I don't think Satan was there. I think Satan was like, I'm good. Okay, let me tell y'all that after my first Netflix special, and maybe I did, but somebody had to do it. And then I like to wear an Apple Watch because I like to monitor my own heart health. And then I like to push that button that tells you where your iPhone is. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I know. And by the end of that month, she screamed at me and said, quit dinging that Apple Watch. Your iPhone's in your lap. The first place we go to is Oxnard, California. but it causes plantar fasciitis. But anyway, I go in that CBD store and it smells like patchouli and Subway. And that little woman's in there, and she's a hippie-looking little woman. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay. She looks like one of those little women in North Carolina that likes to blow glass. Some of you girls in Asheville, North Carolina. She looks like one of those little artsy women that likes to wear a clog. You know, maybe go to a storytelling festival on the weekend. Yeah, she had hair under her arms. And I thought, you know what, I get it, I'm tired too. I get it. But anyway, she said, I think I can help you. And she went and got a bag of gummies. And it had Delta 8 written on them. So I called my travel agent and I said, you better get another room. Because their daddy misses me. I don't know what it is about Chuck Morgan in a hotel room. But he gets in a hotel room, gets a glazed look over his eyes. And I feel like I'm doing this. And the reason why I had to get another hotel room is because this baby and I have been touring together. She's with me all the time. I've done 150 dates with her, and their daddy does not want me to spend money, and so we've had to share a room. So we've been butt to butt in a king-size bed everywhere we go. And all of my married life, Chuck Morgan has told me not to spend money and that we were going to lose everything. He's tried to scare me. And he's been in my ear. I can hear him saying, you better eat that free continental breakfast. Don't you dare go to Panera. But okay, so Chuck Morgan buys a really cheap airline ticket. He had to get up in the middle of the night and connect all over the United States of America. He finally gets there, and he is worn to a frazzle. And Chuck Morgan doesn't nap, but he napped on and off that day and watched Tennessee play basketball in the hotel room. And then I went to a club and worked. And let me tell y'all, she went through a phase where she was worried that who was going to get to go to heaven. She wants everybody to go to heaven. And I remember her asking me about people, and everybody would be yelling in the back seat and hungry and all that, and her little voice would say, Mommy, is Johnny Cash going to heaven? I remember that day, and I remember what I said. I said, yeah. Yes, Johnny Cash is going to heaven. He and June have been spreading the gospel with Billy Graham all over the United States.